29th of April here, and we're picking up the remains of our sap, and this is an area where we had some spiles tapped that we think were not boiled. They're the CDL or the leader style tree saver ones. As soon as we got into this area, we noticed that there was a lot less in the bags than there were in the ones just back here a ways, and they're all gathered at the same time. So really leaves not much doubt in my mind that the spiles that are not boiled are definitely not running as late in the season, and they probably don't get as much sap towards the middle of their tap cycle either. Here's a big tree, double top. Almost nothing in the bags. And you realize it's late in the season, but there it is again. That spile that we know was not boiled. And the same thing over on this side. Another nice tree over here. Now we come to a tree back over on this side. Let's just check these. Same distance, same area, and these trees were all gathered at the same time. And coming up to one here, and there we've got a plastic spile in there, and that was new, of course, and it's actually still running. And that's not that. That's a nice sized tree. Pick this one over here, a nice sized tap again. We have a plastic spile in there, and that one's still running. And I'm betting that big fellow over there is the same situation. Like I say, that tree there that my son's picking up, both bags, nothing in them, and the spile's totally dry. Here's another group of trees, and these again were tapped with spiles that were older and not boiled, and they're just nothing in these. Now we're coming into an area here where we have spiles that have been boiled, and these definitely have considerably more sap in than the other ones did. In fact, some of these things are actually full to the point where they're close to running over. So we're seeing a lot of difference in the ones that had the spiles that were not boiled. And here's a good example of a couple trees that had the new plastic spiles put in them. And you see how much is in those two bags. I think the same with this hard maple over here. Now this one's got the tree saver in it, but that again is one that we had boiled. So we're seeing a lot difference in the amount of sap in those spiles that were boiled compared to ones that weren't. And especially with the new spiles, like the plastic ones, they're definitely produced more sap toward the end of the season. And I would think that during the regular run, say halfway through the season, the ones that were actually new or boiled were probably producing more sap at that time. We just didn't notice it. And again, here's a section of the woods that had, in this case, new plastic spile in there, and it's still running actually. See with this one over here. Yeah, there's a dip coming out. Late in the season. But over just across here we had trees that almost had nothing in, and they were tapped with a spile that had not been boiled. The ones that were boiled definitely ran a lot of sap, a lot more sap towards the end of the season. Same with these are new plastic spiles in here. Same is true up here to the right. Just like night and day between the two sections. The ones that had the older spiles that had not been sanitized or boiled or cleaned or anything versus those that had. So we're seeing a large difference in the sap production here at the end of the season, and we expect that during the season there'd actually be a increased flow with the better spiles too. So anyway, learn something here. Sometimes you have to see things, experience things firsthand before you